Like I said, I see this in both uh references. Um, when you were younger, you probably did not give two craps about babysitting anybody's child. Now you're in a position where people know where you're trying to go, people know what you're trying to do, people know your plans secretively, and they're getting in the way of them. You probably have marriage in mind. Keep your happiness to yourself. Misery loves company. Keep that in mind. Just like I said, two children down the road. But be careful. Because if I'm seeing death card already and it's in the upright, makes me think of somebody in the family. Positive, negative. These things happen irregardless. This is what you choose in your life for your future. Have children on your own. Have a family of your own. Have a business of your own. Whatever you have in mind, I'm pretty sure you are capable of creating it. Now this one kind of hits the soul a little bit. Probably for Gemini. For whatever reason, you have good intuition. You can see when a person is taking themselves down a bad path. You're trying to stick around. Misery loves company. They have made their choice. You cannot change their mind. You cannot try to give them advice and hope that it's gonna whoop whoop for them. It's not gonna work. Especially when they are at an older mindset and they don't care anymore. They've made their decision. They're probably in a relationship with someone that they are making bad decisions with. They are grown. They made their bed. They chose their path. Like I said, um, think of people before they passed. If we celebrate in their life, think about what they did in their life and be realistic. I know it hurts to think about these things, and we don't want to go to funerals. We don't want to plan anything like that, think about anything like that. We got people that are doing drugs, people that are alcoholics. Alcohol poison is a thing. I know that childlike version of you is probably just like I don't want to let go. If you don't, it's going to put you in a position where you're falling with them. Some things are not your responsibility. Yes, you may be a good role model when you choose to be a good father, like simple, meaning you will probably be a great father when it comes time. Don't put yourself in a position that you know you don't really want to be in. I understand you might be thinking that you're being helpful in your own sense. Sometimes you can't help people in their own situations. You can't help somebody and they dug their own grave, basically. Basically, if you want to help them, they going down regardless. Unless you want to go down with them purposefully, that's probably why, your girlfriend is giving you an ultimatum because she don't want to go down with you. More than likely, we have two of clubs. Seems like one of the decisions is to go down that path of listening to the bull and taking it into consideration. If that is your choice, that is your choice. But like I said, in my advice, a grave is dug for one person. If you want to take yourself down, that is your choice. I don't recommend it though. More than likely, because of the things that you have been doing that is wrong, you probably have two people pregnant. In most cases, these children, probably twins, boy and girl, 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 boy, boy, one or the other. They probably will not make it. All that stress, going to appointments. Unless you want to take that path that your mom and dad and step parent took, or parents is taking. It's not gonna really end well for you at all. You're gonna be putting yourself in a depression at that point, purposefully. I don't know why you believe that you deserve it, because more than likely, it's plenty of people that see potential in you, have given you an option because they see the good in you. But choose your options wisely. We have the Four of Diamonds. For whatever reason, this is in the upright. When I think of this, I think of someone being nosy. In your mind. But probably looking out and trying to check up on you. Make sure you good. Make sure you okay. Probably an older sibling. Probably someone that you look up to as an older sibling. Probably someone trying to give you advice about the decisions that you're making. And you just look at it as that person is being nosy, just like the rest of the family. Even though y'all could probably just not be conversating, communicating, or none of that. They just checking your pulse, making sure you good. And because they know you feeling like you need someone to really talk to right now, they choosing to listen. Apparently they care. But apparently you more than likely will still take that that bad apple. We have the Six of Diamonds. Like I said, you have plenty of opportunities. You probably know the opportunities that you have, and you probably know how to make them happen and what to do. Probably it's just probably real easy to you because it's something that you love. Interesting. For some people, if you're into video games and you're one who likes to game design and you're thinking about going to school for it, I would say go for it. Don't do wrong though. Don't go to school acting like you did when you was in elementary, middle, and high school. Try to go to school and create a different path for yourself. More than likely, the person that you're in a relationship with is patient. J of Diamonds. You guys are probably you guys are probably going out on dates. You're probably enjoying each other's time. probably the best moment ever. But for whatever reason, the person you're in a relationship with is thinking about things in the back of her mind, and you know it, and you try to distract her, but she's not stupid. Just like probably a younger sibling. You may be sharing information with the younger sibling that is like minded to you, but because they might be, you know, if you're a girl and you have a younger sibling that is a boy, then whoop whoop, they're gonna tell you the truth about yourself, especially if you guys are similar or same sign. They probably might be looking up to you and like, shoot, I know that I'm doing bad stuff, but let me just watch what you're doing to make sure that I don't go down that same path. Everybody has an opportunity. It's all on what you do with it. Seven of clubs in reverse. You probably look at yourself in the mirror, and because of the decisions you are making, you probably hate yourself for it. Love yourself. Get out of that mindset. Stop hating on you and loving other people. You're giving out that love that you need to other people. Self love, self care. Maybe take yourself out on a date one day. Maybe treat yourself. There's nothing wrong with guys, having a spa day from time to time as well. Shoot, if your girl wants you to treat you for a spa day, let her. Don't do it in the wrong sense though. Don't make it like a bucket list. If you're gonna be in a relationship, don't use that person. And don't make her feel bad about herself when she is very much so loving herself, and she probably left you for a period of time, or he probably left you for a period of time, and you did wrong. They knew you were wrong. They knew what you were about to do. They probably did the same thing right on back to you ahead of time just to let you know, boom, this is how I feel. You want to be so wholesome and great? Well, I'm going to show you what wholesome and great looks like. I'm going to reflect you and myself. I'm going to take myself down, since probably we going to go down together the way that you got me going. And she probably love you, in love with you. He probably in love with you. But some people not going to hang on to those bad apples. Fortune teller cards. Five of Spades. The cards will tell. You know your fortune. You know what, you have great intuition. You know what is coming to you, coming for you. You probably have no bad karma, but you're probably letting good karma bite you in the butt and it's going to take you down. You're probably blocking your blessings and letting other people do it. And then good karma is going to give up on you. Because you're not listening. You're being stubborn in the wrong kind of way. You should be stubborn about yourself, not stubborn for other people. We have the Two of Diamonds. In this case, because we are talking about Gemini, more than likely it has a reference to a person you're in a relationship with. On one half, she may be happy because you chose the good decision. And then on the other half, she might be disappointed because you created a fate that now she gonna have to fall. And because she in love with you and she's attached to you and probably spiritually, I believe that there is a such thing as being spiritually married. If you claim that person and you love that person, you're in love with that person, and y'all spending a lot of time together, y'all been in a relationship or talking to each other for years, more than likely y'all have something like a spiritual marriage. More than likely you guys are soulmates. Don't disrespect your soulmate. They will disrespect you back, whether they choose to want to or not. Your soulmate reflects you. Think about it. Soulmates share the same soul. Soulmate. It's like jailmate. Y'all in the same jail cell. But that's thinking about it in a bad sense. Soulmate is someone you can create a good life with. If you guys are interested about me speaking about my ideas with soulmates, I can make a video about it. Just give me a like, a share, a comment, something of the nature, bringing up the details about it. And I'll make a video. Or I might just choose to. I'll think about it. Three of Hearts. This gives me the idea of childlike references. You out here doing too much. Three of Hearts. Three people, probably, if you've been out here hoeing, probably more. Don't be like your dad, man. In this case, good karma is not going to allow this stuff to be able to go on. This is a generational curse and it's worse. Find this situation in a negative sense. all negativity in any and every type of way. More than likely, this is either triplets, or more than likely, this is either a third woman with another child. Well, I would just believe it's just triplets. I didn't see that one coming. I'm honestly disappointed in Gemini. Come on now. This dang near hurting the soul. And this ain't in my situation. Think about it like I said, the green, poison. Setting yourself up for the worst case scenario. More than likely, these children will not make it. More than likely, this person is not going to doctor's appointments like they should. More than likely, because of COVID-19, she probably got COVID. It's the flu, but it's like 1,000.0. It's worse than the flu. Y'all better walk around with the mask. If you walk around without it, honey child, you asking for it. You asking for a butt whooping. Hey, COVID-19 ain't nothing to play with. People keep thinking that it's superstitious and it's fake, but people is really out here dying from it. Somebody created a concoction. I'm trying to tell y'all, I said it in another video. Somebody created a concoction to take people down. This is the plague. This is the Great Depression. All in one. Be careful. Because you're going to be setting yourself up for failure in the worst type of way. Spades. In this case, I look at it as more than likely either a sibling or the person you're in a relationship with are upset with you. They find out probably what you did. And that's probably where the ultimatum comes from. More than likely, like I said, those children will not make it, whether you wanted to or not. People are probably lying about going to doctor's appointments. Seven of Diamonds. This is probably a situation where you have a child, a boy. More than likely, you might try to uh, be in their lives. This is a person that already has children. More than likely, your intentions are not good. There's no opportunity in that. Another demon card. Alrighty, we have Three of Diamonds. um, More than likely, you are uh, in the crowd. And you're watching what people are doing. You're watching the entertainment. For whatever reason, you are probably encouraging the entertainment. It's probably not the best idea, but it's funny to you. 5 of Hearts. Mess. Probably 5 relationships. It's all gonna go down and it's all gonna smack you in the face. That's all I'm gonna say for that. Um, I'm kidding. There's more that I'm gonna say for that. Don't try to follow the leader. If you got friends that's out here hoeing in multiple relationships and they probably got kids on the way and each one of them girls, and you probably thinking that, ooh, that's kind of interesting. That is not your fate. That is not your path. I hope that you don't follow it if you haven't already. King of Diamonds. For whatever reason, I'm sorry, not King of Diamonds. King of Spades. Y'all, in my head, I started thinking about some things, trying to focus. King of Spades. More than likely, uh, this has to do with another person in your family, um, male figure, or someone, that's maybe a stud. They probably not making it. They probably not doing too well in the health sense. Um, I'll say, you know, I know you probably that type of person. Like I said before, you care a lot about people. You need to put that love, that self care into yourself. Not everybody is your responsibility. You are your own person, your own life. And if that person in the relationship gives you that ultimatum and sticks with it, you're going down by yourself. No matter what, no matter if y'all keep calling each other, texting each other, keep, having sex or whatever, just because you keep, getting on their nerves about it, keep hitting her up, or vice versa. This person probably will reach out to you. Um, be careful. They're probably going to tell you some things that you're uninterested in listening to. Yeah. Be careful. They might be telling you some things that you don't want to hear. Probably um, gonna ask you to come visit in the hospital. Um, I just say, don't go. Like I said, people make their bed. It's their choice. Automatically, hospitals, they see a person, they're on their last legs immediately, no matter if you have insurance or not, they get put on life support. This is the opportunity for them to be able to pay that bill, or whatever happens, whatever God intends to happen, will happen. We have a five of diamonds. More than likely for that king of spades, they was on drugs or doing alcohol as well, but they probably had it on the very, very low. They probably did not seem like they did because they do it so much it becomes a ritual, it becomes normal to them. Even addictions such as being a sex addict. If your body already is damaged and you know for sure that you can't have, like, let's just be real, I know people like to have rough sex. So if you know your body is not capable of being able to take that, you might want to calm down. Boy, that's the term. I didn't see that one, especially in the case of studs. It's studs out here, that's really not just lesbian. And they be like, let's be honest. But they being let's be perping. Still taking that D. But to everybody else, we got a lot of studs out here that be walking around. They be having their dude clothes on. It's dudes out here that's on the DL too. Like I said in another read. Especially if a girl look like a dude. Oh, that's a plus for them. They feel like they ain't in the wrong now. But that's just like for a lot of dudes that be saying, oh, this a transgender, and they was a dude at first, or they was a girl at first, and now they a girl or a dude now. That's still the same sense, dude or female. You're still doing the same thing. It's just medically operated. More than likely, people be talking that cash to their friends, but behind closed doors, they still messing around with that person that they talking cash about. And if they not talking cash, then that means they ain't in a relationship and they missing them. Five of diamonds. This is a king reference. More than likely, Gemini. It's in the upright. But because of the options of you either going up in the world or you're going down in the world. Partial literal sense. You can either be doing what you're supposed to do, you on the right track, you happy, you living your life with your girl, future wife, y'all probably making plans finally to get married, careers on point, vehicles, licenses. For whatever you need a license for, car, gun, we gotta protect ourselves. Just do it right, because I heard about a person years ago who we just shared the same school in common. They were in a higher upgrade than me at the time. Unfortunately, a man looked out the door, white man. You know, I say stories because for whatever reason I feel like I need to. But this one made me feel uncomfortable. Because I was like, dang, this kid, he seemed like he was a good person. He seemed quiet. He seemed like, he ain't never get into nothing. And on the news and Facebook and letter reports and stuff, they said, he's a African American individual, young man, and from what the story said, just he was knocking on the door, and white man brought out his gun, felt uncomfortable, and shot him. More than likely, from what I believe is said, in the head. Now, my gut feeling tells me it's more to the story than leads on. In my mind, I was just thinking, like, why would a person just bring out their gun, look out the door, and boom? For no apparent reason. There's no way that in logical terms that a person would just, no words, boom. It's got to be a conversation that had happened for it to lead up to that. There's got to be some kind of action that led up to that that's not being told. I feel a lot of news reports and articles, a lot of them don't tell the full story. They just tell the juicy parts. Think about it. A reporter, when you see them, they taking pictures of celebrities and what's going on in their life in reality. They try to take the most grimiest picture of them just to make them look crazy on the internet, just to get people's attention, get that high dollar. It's no different than, I believe it's no different than any other article. This situation is a tragic situation. But like I said, people choose their path. They had to have known something like that would have been coming to them. And that's if you choose the bad path. You just give it to someone else to do, and it becomes easier, and it weighs on someone else's guilty conscience for a long period of time, for the rest of their lives. They probably never shot a person in their life. You probably put people in a position to be scared. I would say don't do that. If you're going to choose the right path, don't choose the bad path. And don't give someone else the opportunity to take that away from you. Just so it can weigh on their bad conscience. That's still you trying to punish someone, but then you're punishing them and taking yourself out for it. What sense does that make? This is honestly disappointing. Queen of Hearts. You know, a lot of times, a lot of people in my life come to me for advice. And I tell them the truth. It's up to them whether they choose to listen to it or not. You see, it's two versions. You can either take the truth and listen to it, or this can also be a person you're in a relationship, sibling, and in some cases, if you have a mother that does not give a fuck about you, or your father, or vice versa. I give people this if they're the advice they're looking for. Sometimes the truth hurts. People telling you what you want to hear is just a graze on the back, a pat on the head. It feels real good. It's easy. You can just dust it off your shoulder. But I am not gonna be that sugarcoat type of person, and that's not me. And I'm pretty sure whoever in your life that is similar to this, not a sugarcoat kind of person, because the world is not all candy, ice cream, roller coaster rides all the time. Funnel cakes, shoot, whatever you wanna compare it to. Shit is not pretty all the time right now, especially because of COVID-19. We in a Great Depression, a plague. This plague is about to take many people out. Whether you like it or not. I would just say be careful who you involve your time with, and if you know someone is not for the good, they made their bed, let them lay in it by themselves. We all go to a grave on our own. There are couples out here that, you're married or spiritually married, and y'all happen to, you know, get buried together, or one of them went down before the other, and like my great grandparents, they my grandpa, he got buried. When he passed, he's at the bottom, and then boom, my great grandma, when she passed, she's at the top. Or you got the ashes, and you guys are probably next to each other. This is honestly creepy to me, but for whatever reason, I just feel like it's needed to be said. We have two of clubs. I mean, two of y'all. I'm tired. It's probably still from that nap. Two of spades. Mummification. You know how we always say that the people that pass, they will always be in your heart. That is true in a sense. They are with you. The spirits are with you. If you believe in that type of stuff, when you miss that person, more than likely they're thinking about you. Be careful. Not all spirits are good spirits. Not everybody is honest about what they've done in their lives, especially if you are young and you came around their lives when they were at their last moments. Just when I thought that it wasn't that deep, it got deep. The soil is soft, especially on a rainy day. 6 feet deep can go down farther. Especially depending on where you're buried at. A lot of people are buried on hills. If you ever go to a cemetery, you ever wonder why there's so many hills, if you've ever watched the TV show The Simpsons, or you hear about it like on Facebook, and they was talking about, I think it was on Simpsons or something like that, and they was talking about you know they might put cement over the caskets because the president is scared that it might become a zombie apocalypse, the purge. Shit is scary. You might want to be very careful with what you do, especially those that believe in black magic, the black arts. Crystals. Crystals can be used for good and bad. Be careful who you bring in your home, and be careful who you let touch your crystals. And if you do accidentally let them touch your crystals, bless them in the best way possible if you can. Sometimes crystals you can't, and you gotta let them go. Some people believe breaking them helps. And sometimes, just all in all, just throwing them away and letting the dump take them out, that's better too, because the dump gonna crush it. Y'all be seeing that stuff on TV where the dump be like compacting and making square boxes and stuff of the trash. Yeah, it's gonna get compacted. The trash gotta go somewhere. I don't know where. I don't really want to know either. I'm all creeped out and shit. Empress in the upright. Six of clubs. Like I said before, this can go in two ways, depending on the path that you choose. You can either mess up everything that you got going for yourself and take yourself out the game. Depression and suicide is something real, people. People are doing that. Whether it seems like they're doing it themselves or they got somebody else doing it for them. But we ain't, the news ain't being realistic. You ever wonder why police don't solve a crime? And you just, where's the justice? More than likely, that person wanted that to happen to them, but because they're gone and we don't know, most of the time, I mean, if you are a psychic, more than likely, you're able to figure it out. If you have good intuition and you connect to spirits, this doing tarot is connecting to the spirits, gods and goddesses, and the universe. Spirits, they hang in there to the best of their abilities. I was watching a video. Me and my mom, we supposed to be going to get some bus cards. For whatever reason, we got into the topic of conversation about, what could happen when you die, how the body reacts. And for whatever reason, she started watching the video. I didn't want to watch the video, but, I started to watch a little bit, got home, got creeped out, turned it off, but I watched a little bit of it. And it says that you are connected to your body, brain function still happening. Your body isn't all the way dead, even when you're dead. You know, you got the heart pumping the blood. More than likely, the heart is just to the point you can't hear it. And it sounds like you're gone. That's why, you know, you got the TV shows, or you might see it in real life, where they're like, clear. You can bring a person back. Some people bring the spirit back. There are spells out here, black magic. And then the good sense. Your happy home, happy life, everything is going the way you want it to go. You choose your fate. You live your life. You make your plans with the person that you're in a relationship with. Y'all make y'all career plans together. Y'all communicate. Y'all probably decide to move to another home. Probably decide to move to another state, or maybe another country. Hard work pays off. Life is what you make it. Dreams can come true. Excuse me. Be careful. Queen of Spades. You know, we got a lot of people in our lives that, you know, we don't have certain people. We don't have certain people in our lives, so we find other people similar to them, sibling wise. You know, we always got that friend. We're like, that's my sis, that's my bro. You hang tight with them, hang out, go out to eat, probably go to movies, maybe go to gamble. Whatever advice they're giving you at this period of time in your life, now they know you're happy. Now they know you're getting to a point where you don't need them no more. You don't need that advice no more. And they're kind of like, yeah, hey, what's going on with you? I haven't heard from you. Sending a text, probably a call. More than likely a text. Because they probably got a secret crush on you. And you don't even know about it, or you got a feeling, and you probably strictly just look at them like, yo, you was just sis, you was just bro, and that's it. Some people, we create our own family. Sometimes you end up finding out down the road that y'all are family. There's a lot of friends of mine that I ended up finding out that they're my cousin. It was weird. And I was like, no wonder we close. Makes sense. Be careful who you listen to for advice. Like I said before, not everybody has your best interest, especially when they're finding out and they got a good sense that you're happy, especially if you're getting quiet about your life now all of a sudden and they're not used to it. Then you start telling them some stuff and then all of a sudden, boom, they hit you with the negative. They give you some badass advice. The worst advice they probably ever gave to you in their life. All because their feelings is hurt. And they know it's about to be like, peace. It's peace and love. But hey, we gotta live our own lives, man. We gotta do our own thing at this point. Okay? We see. Six of Hearts. Well, in this case, like, I believe this is more of a good path situation. You're going down the good road. This is for those that choose to go down the good road. If you're smoking, I would stop smoking. It's going to take you down. It's going to mess you up in some way, shape, or form. I know everybody like, weed is natural, it's a plant, it's not addictive, but technically it is. You always be like, I need some weed. I need a smoke. That's addiction. It's just like cigarettes. You better get you a nicotine patch, eat some sour patches, find another alternative for you to keep from doing that. You can clean your system, get some apple cider vinegar. They got some that tastes good a little bit. It ain't like so, concentrated like just the straight up bottle is the big bottle itself. They got the little small ones too. That's like cinnamon and it's apple cinnamon and I don't remember the rest, but that one is one that I know for sure. That one is more of one that actually tastes like not so disgusting when you shake it up real good. Apparently, the person you're in a relationship with is probably proud of you and happy with you. You're finally taking the right steps to continue to do right. Hopefully, you keep going and stay consistent in that path. I know everybody has their days and we all make mistakes, but try not to. Get rid of all the partners that you have. Don't have any distractions. Distractions is just like negative energy. You're not focused. It's just like being in school. You got that one friend that you laughing and kiki and all of that stuff with. Y'all got this test. It's a big test. That exam. Or back when I was in school, you got that OGT. You gotta be quiet. You can't talk. Or it's a movie documentary on. You know. We gotta sit here, pay attention, and learn. But then you got this one friend over here on the side. Always talking, keep getting on your nerves. But you like, we cool. What you talking about is kind of funny. I'ma laugh a little bit. And you got some people like me, I'm a goofball. And I keep laughing. If it's stupid and it's funny, I keep laughing. Don't be in a situation where you're distracted. Okay? Keep your eye on the prize, stay focused, and you're going to be great. We got the 9 of Hearts. Now, this can be looked at in two different ways, but more so, it seems like at this point in life, you are focusing on the positivity. Instead of thinking about it in a sense of a cat, 9 lives, don't be like that black cat. If you're going to have this good luck and you're going to have these good blessings, continue to keep up with the good karma. Continue to make good decisions. Continue to listen to the good advice from people that actually care. Or if the people that are in your life that don't care, do opposite of what they're telling you to do. Because obviously they got some terrible advice. If you're in communication with somebody that you know ain't the best type of person to be in communication with, you might want to be careful. Because they probably got a secret crush on you. They probably secretly taking you down, and they probably got their own relationship. They probably married or engaged or, you know, spiritually married and just got the ring. You ever see those relationships where they just engaged? But you never see the wedding? When's the wedding? It's probably never going to happen for some people. I got advice though. Don't be that person that is consistently engaged. Cause then your girl gonna be pissed off. How about try getting in a relationship, getting engaged, and then getting married? Everybody's situation is different. Take what resonates with you, and whatever doesn't, leave it out. Ace of Diamonds, the World card. You have the world to travel. There's plenty of sights to see. Don't stay in one state if that's not your plan. If you got big ideas, make them ideas happen. Be careful. Wear your mask. Shoot. If you think that it's best to keep that mask on even after COVID-19, keep it on. You go to the doctor, they say you travel out of the country and all of that good stuff. The other countries got diseases that we ain't got. When you start coming, people be lying too. They done left and they done came back. They probably got a concoction of a COVID-19 and whatever else the other countries got. Cause I don't know, but it's probably not good. China is updated in technology, and a lot of the stuff that we have in the United States is from China or Japan. You see the little label, made in China? Some things you gotta be careful on, though. They always be talking about the Chinese food. Now that stuff be good, but be careful with some Chinese food places. Not every place is cooking chicken. People be saying stuff and it sound like it ain't true, but it's true. They think they just making a joke. Who we eat is a rat. You probably is. Oh, we eating some dog. Technically, in the United States, it's illegal to kill animals. But motherfuckers out here still doing it anyways. Be kind to your animals. They didn't do anything to you. Animals, they sense and have intuition as well. If you out here beating on your dog, I seen a video one time. This lady was coming for her dog. The dog was just trying to show the owner some love. Dogs and all of that stuff. And then the pet owner like, get out my way. It's just like a little kid trying to get some love. And then you just start just wailing on them for no reason. There's people out here that just be doing crazy stuff for no reason. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. J of Hearts. More than likely down the road you have gotten everything together. You're in a place where you're comfortable. You've decided to settle. You've decided that you found a place where you want to just stay there and make that your home and continue to travel. You probably decided that it's time that you're ready to possibly raise a child, or you're thinking about the idea. Make sure that this idea is something that you are ready to do. If the other person that you're in a relationship with is not so sure, then maybe That's not the good idea, and you're listening to what I call those demons in your ear. Like I said, all spirits ain't good spirits. So be careful who you're listening to. Because we can very much so, we probably don't know it, but we can very much so hear those people. They probably either laughing at you or they probably saying some stuff. They probably talking shit. And you don't even know it. And then you got some that's probably, if they still talking in your ear, they ain't moved on in life yet. They ain't I believe in reincarnation, honey. You either come out a tree, a animal, a fish, a dog, a new person. And some people, they ain't supposed to be doing that. Be careful who you keep in your circle of your life. We have the Three of Clubs. Now, automatically, I think about conniving and I think about the club, partying. And then since it's in reverse, more than likely, Gemini, you have decided in that bad path to go out, turn up, get sloppy drunk, probably super fried in some cases for some people. You probably, messed up off of it. You probably can't even think straight. Probably can't even walk straight. You done got yourself so messed up to the point you just like, ooh, you know. I ain't the one for effects on my videos, but if I could, it would be like the hazy one. Shoot, I ain't interested in it right now. Maybe down the road, but I'm just worried about getting these messages out. Be careful what you do. This can also be looked at as you no longer are drinking, you no longer are smoking anymore, and you've quit going to the club. You've quit hanging around people that are taking you down. And sometimes people are like, fatherly figures or a guy best friend or a girl best friend, motherly figure, or a mother or a father. You is parents out here that are still trying to live their best life and still turn up and still do things that they're not supposed to do. They probably real secretive about it. You probably don't even know nothing about what they doing. Nothing. You probably can't even get a clue about it. unless they was drinking and they slipped up. Hey, I just had me a nice, I had me a nice night, boo. My dad, he always was like, I don't like drinking beer. Then all of a sudden I started seeing that man drinking beer. I was like, what's going on? What happened? You changed. First that man was like, I don't like drinking. Then all of a sudden, wine. You're taking your time and getting some fine dining. Be careful. Especially if you're that type of person, Gemini, and you don't really like drinking and you don't really like smoking, but you're just doing it just to fit in with the crowd. Don't fit in with the crowd, honey. It's not meant for you. It's not really meant for anybody, but some people, they just want to be included. Not everything is meant for you to be included in. Just saying. We got the 9 of clubs. Now, still club partying references. But like I said, y'all, I see this as a demon card. Look at it. It's a pretty window. Probably a transgender coming into your life. It's hard to see. It's hard to tell. It's a lot of people that grow up out here and they a boy, but they look like a girl. So they like, shoot, I like what I like. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn into what I look like. I'm just take it in. Be careful who you involve yourself around, who you are in a relationship with. This stuff got me just like, whoo. My mind is blown. This is different from all the other readings. I'm honestly surprised. Still. Be careful who you keep in your company. Because this person, it don't seem like nothing good is going to come from it. Nothing. They probably a daredevil looking for a good time, and you look like a easy victim to get to. They know what's going on in your life. You're looking a little too glowish. You're looking a little too happy. This is that person that's gonna probably try to take you down. Be careful. Whatever's going in their life, they disappointed. Misery loves company. And like I said, I believe I said before, when people are on their last legs in life, they get angry for no reason. They get real angry. Just start crazy, just start arguing, just trying to fight you, just whatever the case may be careful. Because that fight it could probably have you jacked up. And that person jacked up too, depending on, how, if you choosing to be nice about that fight and let them get their licks off, or if you choosing to be like, fuck it, and I'm about to give you whatever I can give you at this point. If you really want to teach somebody a lesson, don't be a punk about this one. That'll be your chance, basically. Because they going to test you. They going to get up in your face. They going to probably bump your chest and all of that. They going to test your patience. They going to probably be all nice at first. And then, it goes left real quick. It might seem like slow motion the way it happens in their mind, though. But they going to test you. Because they know it's their moment. They know. Most people probably know when it's like they last legs and they just pushing it. Be careful. Look at it though. Look at it. A chicken with their head cut off. They probably gonna tell you some bull. They probably gonna tell you about this long day, 10 of spades. They probably gonna tell you about this long day they had. They probably gonna lie about it, but you probably got a good feeling and you probably got that good intuition and you could see it. You could see probably what done really happened. We have God-given gifts, people. They're not there for no reason. Some people use it for good and some people use it for bad. Just know in this case, this person is out for blood. And it's yours, Gemini. You might want to be careful. Either you could walk out of the situation and just leave it alone if you haven't already moved out, or if you still dealing with this person and you friends with them, and you know for sure if you put your hands on them, it's gonna be KO. You might want to be careful. And this person, if you decide that you gonna take them out the game, you might wanna skirt, or call or use your good abilities and tell them you was defending yourself. Tell the truth. Don't listen to that chicken with his head cut off. We got the kabuki mask. For whatever reason, Gemini is trying to jump the gun. If you gonna choose to be fake in this moment with this person. More than likely, it's probably we got parents out here that be trying to fight their kids, knowing that it's not the best thing to do. I had my mom tell me one day, I had a dream that we was gonna fight. You know what that made me think? I'm the child that gets good grades and does good. I stay out of trouble. I don't be fighting. I only had one fight in my life because the whole crowd intimidated me. The peer pressure to fight somebody that I was cool with for whatever reason. And I kept being clueless. I was just like, bro, we was just cool. What just happened? For whatever reason, people turn against you. They just decide, I'ma just not like you no more. That is their prerogative. That is their choice. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You move on. You live life. You do what you do. If you got that friend that is trying to come back in your life and it's been years, be careful. Don't entertain it. And if you already done moved out the state, keep your distance from them conversations or just block it. I know Geminis is good at blocking and not conversating with people if they don't want to. Keep that in mind. We got the Queen of Diamonds. Now this can either be motherly reference or girlfriend reference. Depends on the path that you take. And if you want to try something stupid, that's on you. It's going to catch up to you. Now, more than likely, because the person you're in a relationship with, they got your back. They soulmates are soulmates for a reason. If you love them and they love you, and they don't know what the heck you're doing that's stupid, and they looking for you, hitting you up, they got that bad feeling again. Be careful, because this time, if they got the option, they could be like sayonara. If you choose to let this person beat you down, knowing they ain't got the credibility to do it, but you giving them the strength, that's on you. You chose your bed, you chose where to lay. And then in the good sense, you have happy life, happy wife, and things are going great. I can only say so much because this is just for the next couple of weeks. It all depends on what you choose. Like I said, I'll be doing readings for every other week. Apparently, a lot of things are going to be hitting the fan. I got my fans on, so if it sound kind of muffled in this, my bad. I forgot to turn them off. I would listen to your girlfriend. If she got some good advice, listen to her. Don't listen to your mom. Mom is from the past. You gotta grow up. eventually. Especially if you know mom ain't got good intentions. We got the King of Clubs. You are a leader. You are the leader of your life at this point. Just in the upright. This is more of a positive sense. You have the things in your life that you're planning at this point. You probably have plenty of plans after plan after plan after plan throughout your life. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself in the best way possible. The fruits of your labor is definitely a thing, and it's a good thing in your case. Especially if you chose that good path. I would just say, keep it up. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. We got those negative Nancy's, 10 of clubs. Those people that are disappointed. Probably if you're still at work and people see that glow, people in your work business, co-workers, they can get in your business and try to mess things up as well. Don't tell them too much. Don't open up. Just keep it strictly business. Work casual. If you're going to talk about something, we're going to talk about this work. So, we about to clean up, and then we about to do this, and this. And then we got this customer. If we going to talk about somebody, talk about these customers. But don't talk about them in their face, okay? It's disrespectful. If you got a problem with a customer, go to your manager. Some people, they feel like they gotta bring up an idea that they had going on with their customers. With their coworker. Sometimes it's not the best idea. Because coworkers, they'll end up going back to that manager and probably saying the worst things ever that didn't even come out your mouth to that manager. Just because they probably in a position to lose their job, and if they do this one good thing, they hoping it's gonna keep them up in their job. Be careful. It's people out here hunting for prey, hunting for deers. They trying to cut these people's head off. Gemini, keep your eye out. Sometimes things are better left unsaid, in some cases as well. Now, if you feel like you in danger and it's a case going on that's got you uncomfortable, then please speak up. There's people out here, they make a rule in workplaces about sexual harassment. A lot of people They don't take that too serious. They always say, workplace relationship, not the best idea. Some people, they do not have good intentions at all with this workplace relationship. And some people just like, I don't even want to be messing with you, bruh. But you pushing it. You pushing my buttons. And I don't see how these goddamn people in this job not seeing it. We got cameras everywhere. And a lot of this stuff happens by the register. Especially if you're a person that works at a register. You got people that be sliding by. They always be telling you, we working real close. So, I just say be careful. Because working real close gives people the opportunity to graze against you and then try to apologize and act like it never happened. But if it's a consistent thing that happens more than once, then it's a problem. I'm the type of person, I speak up. I had situations when I was working and I spoke up. But the company that I worked at, you know, didn't give a hoo ha about anything that I was talking about. But they fired that person and that was about it. But I'm pretty sure because that person's name is in the system, they could very well do something about it. They just choose not to. They leave it up to the person, even though there's rules. If you come to a supervisor, a manager, district manager, whatever, and you tell them corporate, whether you working there or not, if you tell them and it's within the time span of when you did whatever, Gemini, some Geminis out here acting crazy. And it, like I said, sun, moon, and rising. Sun. I've said it all wrong because I'm kind of frustrated. Sun, moon, and rising signs. There's people out here with Gemini under them taking that path and going down the wrong route. For whatever reason, I just felt like I had to get that out. And we have the crying river. This just gives me the sense of either mother and wife. More than likely, mother is pregnant. And she decides to let it be known because it's starting to become a problem for her and she's in a lot of pain. And you're just like, hey, mom, I see you're hurting. If you're still living with her, what's going on? Be careful. This can be a blame game situation. And then you have the wife or the girlfriend, same situation, pregnant, and they know what's going on. Don't cause it. Don't make her feel bad about it. Comfort her and stick by her through this tough time, especially because more than likely it can be a moment for y'all to be able to connect and be able to comfort her for once out of the all the stressing moments. Don't be funny about it, because that's just going to make her feel more criticized and more uncomfortable and more unhappy with you. Or be very careful about this situation. For people that believe in birth control, there's a pill. I would say take the pill. Don't do the shot, don't do the patch, don't do the ring, and none of that. The pill probably is the best option. It's a thing that's hard to remember, to keep up with, but it works better with your body chemistry for some people. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Like I said, people will try to test your patience, and this can also be a positive situation because of the two-sided situation that has started out in your presence right now. Many arguments, many fights, many negative things going on. Maybe the lights are out. More than likely, people are keeping up with that bill, but they're trying to make it seem like, I need you to fork out this money. Like I said with Pisces, making you seem like you're dead or you're their spouse in some kind of way. And as a child living under parents' house, if you gonna help me get on my feet, help me get on my feet. That's it. Don't take my money. If you're gonna help me get this apartment, help me get this apartment. Don't dip and dodge and keep me from being able to do that. Digging all in my pockets. This ain't no security check. Some people got social security checks. You might want to look into it. It's easy. Make a phone call. For some people, like I said, take what resonates with you. If you know you on social security and you know you can take that and do something better with it, go ahead, do that. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with taking your life and keeping it in your hands and not someone else's. We have the King of Hearts. More than likely, this has to do with the male reference. Either a male in your life or you personally, Gemini, this can be opposite from what it was in the beginning. As far as listening to your own intuition. Trusting yourself. Don't trust other people and you know they're not to be trusted. Especially if you know they out here making decisions that they're not supposed to be doing. If you all alone by yourself, you might want to rethink your decisions. Especially if you weren't meant to be alone by yourself at this present time or in the future. Depending on how far it is down the road and however old the person is that is listening to this. Be careful with the company that you keep. You are a leader. Don't let people lead you down the wrong path. There are fatherly figures, stepfathers. Some people have multiple or something close to a father that is more like a father and you've grown up with them in your life. Genetically, they probably could be your father. Be careful with the things that you do in your life. You have two ways you can go. Hopefully you chose the best one for yourself and have the best interest for yourself. You have the Seven of Hearts. Seems like it's upside down. It's in reverse. Seems like currently, or we're not currently, but seems like if you chose the bad path, you've taken many steps backwards. And, like I said, the bid that you lay in, you made, that is on you. If you have the opportunity for this to be in the upright, I would say choose that opportunity. But if that doesn't fulfill you and it's boring and it's just like whatever, then that is up to you. That is your life. But I'm all for the positive. I'm hopeful. This can go both ways for Gemini. You have two different paths. Live your life, be happy, or stick it with the past and drown in it. That is your choice. All right, all right, all right. We are finished with this reading, and that wraps it all the way up. Okay. So next comes Cancer. Now, I've had a couple good Cancers in my life. I had a best friend that was a Cancer, but we're no longer talking. And plus, I had gotten into a relationship, tried to respect the relationship, so. And I let that best friend go. So, make your decisions wisely. Um, Cancer is June 21st through July 22nd. Um, I will probably do that reading later on. Shoot, whenever, whenever God tell me that it's time for me to do that reading, is when I'm gonna do that reading. Cause if I ain't got the energy, I ain't gonna do it. Right when I think that I'm gonna try to do it, I believe there's a time and a place for everything. So, you know, apparently the readings work in the same sense. So, I will be doing that reading next, and I will catch y'all later. All right.